Testing. I'll test my land, my pride, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Serenity.
Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Megalobox, episode 13.
The finale. Megalonia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yuri.
Gearless Joe
and
versus
Gearless Joe. And Gearless Yuri.
Yeah, Gearless Yuri. That's right.
Yuri
That's right.
has gone through a metamorphosis, guys.
Yep.
Like, his character
Very
is
painful
reborn,
metamorphosis.
renewed, and everything's on the
cast
table right
off
now.
his shell.
Ah, yes. There are no strings on him.
Yeah.
But okay, so
This is going to be a hype fight.
this is going to be a hype fight, but the thing is that this is the last episode of, like, you know, everything.
Right,
Like, there's nothing else after this. So one of the things that's really tricky to do in short shows is to end properly.
Right.
So what we're looking forward to in this show is basically having the fight be a fight worth remembering.
Yep.
But also acknowledging that, like, Megalobox hasn't really done, like, long, drawn-out, like, super fights.
Right.
Like, they make sure
there's
to
only
keep...
one episode left.
Well,
so.
right, but they have to figure out a way to be efficient with the fight's time, but also have some
Right,
kind of a capping bit to the characters that we've grown, invested into, and have been given a lot of depth. I think the main one, actually, that needs the most of a capping kind of off
Is Joe.
is not necessarily Joe, actually. Because Joe is not really the one that's given the character depth. If they go in deep on his character this episode, they could do that.
Yeah.
But I think it's more so Nanbu who needs to kind of figure out you know, what's his kind of next, his next step.
I would almost say you might have gotten that previously with what happened with that eye.
I agree. I totally agree.
But
like,
yeah.
there's a couple characters that they can basically decide to give that extra focus here.
Right.
Yuri...
22 minutes.
Yeah, Yuri and Joe could just get all of it, like, together.
They really could.
And that would be cool as well. But I feel like I have no real dog in this fight. No, really. Like, it's a pun intended, but, like, I've been waiting to say that because I feel like everything has led up to this point where we knew that this fight would happen, but I honestly have no idea who's going to win, who's going to lose,
either.
if it's a draw, if someone's going to die, if, like,
both die.
Like, oh, it's just, oh, it's going to be crazy.
Wow.
So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Whoa.
This is so subdued considering, like, what I'm expecting for this episode.
Yeah.
Is this...
Huh. Oh my gosh. Oh.
The sunglasses suit him very nicely.
Yeah, yeah. I almost thought they were going to cut away to the opening right there. We might get an opening-less episode. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yep, carpe diem.
This is giving me very,
Seize the day, yep.
ominous vibes.
That's
Basically
so meta.
classy YOLO.
Yep. You know? Dang.
Did Sachio take the button, or...
Yeah, I
Joe?
think he did. No, he's still in there, so... Oh, he's just to scratch something. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was
awesome. We were here. It's just gonna be two dogs going at it in the
This is the last time we'll be watching
in the
this
arena.
The fact that the dog's heavy enough to warp the
Yeah, we've
metal
mentioned that
sign.
so many times.
I
It's
know,
like,
but it's such a great effect, you know, just that little bit that they're throwing in there.
So, calling it now. Who do you think's gonna win? Like, just spur the moment. Do you think this is gonna be a more of a somber ending? Do you think it's going to be like a just yeah?
Okay, I think it's gonna be a somber ending.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the main thing, I think. And then after that, I think Joe's gonna win.
Okay. Like, I feel like Joe either has to win or he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be one of those two. Oh, that's
Starting
a good
with this.
shot. Yeah. And that's like mid-fight. You see like those bruises and stuff.
Oh. Well, that could be from previous fights.
Oh, good. Oh, all right. We got to give that hype presentation, right? Here we go. Oh.
Yeah, the final battle of Megalonia with no gear.
Yep. Oh, and just starting here. Oh my god.
Yeah, but look at Yuri's arms.
I know.
He's actually doing surprisingly well.
Man alive or man on fire?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's like a dragon almost.
Yep.
Yep, pair of scarred up animals. Oh, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Live feed coming to you in your car. She doesn't want to watch.
I guess not.
Oh. Whew. Round 4. Oh my god, they're just skipping through a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's great that they're doing that, because we kind of would guess that that's about how it would go, you know? Like,
yeah.
So they can focus on the high impact stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Trying to save some time, buy some time to.
Yeah.
All right, the music's holding back a little bit because you can tell it's gonna get yeah. He's got the reach on Joe. I think that's it, and also he's probably been studying him a bit.
Sure.
That is a shot.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Yep, Joe's wearing his mouth guard too.
Hasn't sat down once. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. This is like a Rageki all over again.
Yep.
Like, this is probably going to be Yuri's last fight. Like ever.
Maybe.
Oh, that's how they'll end it. Whoa! Oh, that was so smooth. Oh my gosh. And there's a Rageki. Oh! Okay. All right.
Even without the gear, Joe looks so small next to him.
Yeah, he does. Oh, get ready. Here it comes. Oh, dang. He switched techniques entirely.
Ooh,
like
that was a
right there.
sweet dodge.
Oh. Jeez. Oh.
All right.
All right. Round five. Oh, that's what they'll do. They'll do a little bit of time skips in between rounds to kind of showcase that it's a big fight, even though they don't have as much time to show it.
Whew.
Oh, see that tense bit there with his shoulders and his arms?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he can't really offer any, like... Wait. He can tell that just by listening. Are you kidding me? Stadium's gotta be so loud.
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh!
Alright, yeah.
No, he's trying to stumble back up as fast as possible.
I mean, he gave it, 2 seconds probably not gonna make that much of a difference.
All right, that was smooth. That's smooth.
Oh!
Jeez!
He's just too fast.
Oh, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. Fujimaki, yep.
Yep.
Nambusan.
I wonder who he's betting on. Okay.
Born to die.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's an interesting thing to say to
Yeah.
people you're trying to sell on it.
Right.
Then wouldn't it mean incorporating weapons?
Yeah. It's a little bit nearsighted to, say that it wouldn't end up going in that direction.
Right, that's what it's for anyways.
Right. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, and he can't reach it. Oh, wow.
Good boy, Sachio.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, take the dang water bottle. Oh, here we go.
Oh. 9 rounds.
Oh, and they're doing the little mini time skips to.
Wow, he is just wailing on Joe. I mean, all it takes is one good hit to the head to knock someone out, but.
Oh my god, jeez.
Wow.
This is going to turn into basically a tired just match of them just
Sure.
swinging out whatever they have at each other. Oh.
Yeah.
We're just now asking this question. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
This could be how they do the thing, like, where Joe dies.
I don't think we're at that stage yet.
Yeah, I know, but they could be setting it.
Oh. No, he's dragging it out because the pain that Yuri's in.
Sure, that does make it an effective strategy.
Yeah. Oh, they got the music going.
Mm-hmm.
Another round.
So what
Jeez.
was that? Wow. Holy crap.
They're actually letting the rain fall in here? I guess it is an open arena of sorts. Oh, I feel like this is going to be it. This is going to be... Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, now they're going to trade blows. Yeah. Oh!
They're really making the impact of these hits, like, making us feel them. And, of course,
Yeah.
that's some beautiful 3D.
He can feel it.
Wow.
Oh. Here it is. Here it is. Oh. Nambu.
Okay, that's awesome. Oh. Oh.
Wait. Oh my god. Oh! What?
It's like time stopped.
Yeah. It's internal. Whoa, what?
Oh.
The opening.
Yeah. Okay. I like how Yuri's scars are getting more red as, like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fight goes on.
Yeah. Oh my god, no way.
No way.
No, they're doing this. They're doing this. Oh no, no, come on. Oh, come on. Oh. Wait, did Joe win? Did Yuri die? Yo, yo, yo.
Oh.
That sounds like Yuri.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait a minute. But they haven't shown Joe.
They're just trying to keep us like on bated breath waiting to find out what actually happened. Because I feel like the fight itself wasn't
over?
Well, no, wasn't really that important in the grand scheme of this story they're trying to tell. And that's why they're not...
Sure.
Like, they didn't really focus on the fight. They tried to focus on these two characters. Jim Nowhere. Yes, that's music. Your anniversary celebrations is a year after.
Sure, yeah.
So did they win a year ago?
Seems like it.
Huh? 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 Oh my gosh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, Yuri. Oh, he's paralyzed. Oh, crap. Or at the very least, he's hurt. Where's Joe?
But where's Joe? Yeah.
Holy crap.
And it's a year later, so this doesn't necessarily, like, them being happy here doesn't necessarily mean that Joe's still alive.
Right. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Vacant in the year since the finals. Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We got Joe. We got Joe. Okay.
All right.
What happened?
Okay. So did they both get knocked out?
Maybe?
I think that's what would have happened.
No, Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's going to the celebration. I'm guessing that they won actually, because why would they?
Well, but
why would they have to be a 1 year celebration?
Sure.
Well, wouldn't
just
be
because
at
they
the
got
gym
there.
opening
But
up,
why would
though.
the championship, or well,
Why would the title be vacant?
yeah, yeah.
Maybe they just ditched him and were like, no, you can't have the title. You're a fraud. Huh? Huh? Dancing?
shows the scorpion going the opposite direction, you know?
Yeah, it's like he avoided death, you know?
Well, avoided death and also changed his nature,
Sure.
you know?
Whoa. Whoa. Wow.
Okay.
I'm guessing they're going to use this credits time to have some little bits of story.
Yeah,
and
yeah. That's awesome.
Oh. Oh. That's great. Wow.
Okay.
This is such a warm and wholesome ending, though.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so surprised.
Okay.
The idea, yeah. Whoa! Whoa, wait, what?
So,
Joe won by KO.
wait. Go back to that again.
Yeah. It said 13th round. See?
Wow.
7 matches, 7 wins. Holy crap. Okay.
All right.
I did not expect this type of finale.
Yeah, like that was one surprisingly happy.
Yeah,
Like-
surprisingly wholesome, wonderful, happy. It's basically that the fight itself served to give Joe maybe another opportunity to look at how he wants to live his life, and it changed a lot of other people's lives through
Yeah.
his whole journey.
Right.
And more specifically, brought him into contact with people that he could then move forward in life with together.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool twist on the power of friendship. thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, because they, and this is wonderful that they did this, but it so kind of minimized the final match.
Oh, it totally did.
Like
it was anticlimactic to a huge
yeah,
amount.
like there were lots of great moments and all that stuff, and the parts that they did show of the fight were really good.
Yeah.
But like just percentage of the episode that the fight took up,
Very small.
very small.
A lot of it was just talking in between the actual rounds of the match.
Yep,
So
yep.
I would say that this ending is something that they probably had a little bit of a struggle with finding a way to end it properly.
Possibly.
So I wouldn't give this ending kind of the this is the best way to end the season and stuff. I think they realized that the fight could end with a punch and a knockout and some hype and maybe a little bit of a time skip with 90 seconds of footage there or 3 minutes of footage there, and I think that would have been fine. I think though that they tried to showcase more so how Joe and everyone here has changed since this journey is over.
Yep.
And
Yep.
they really wanted it to be about more than Megalonia. So cleverly enough, I think this is them also leaving it just open enough for a season 2. Now, I don't think they would ever do that.
I don't think so either.
But I think that they did just enough little things here and there that they were like, okay, just in case this becomes a mega hit and everyone wants a season 2, we gave enough reason to. And I think that's where they might have made the mistake, is they probably should have not tried to do that. Gone all in, I think, on making this just the final.
Well, okay. If Joe
episode.
had died, that would have really been something. But
Yeah, I think that maybe it's something where they didn't really want Joe's journey to be something that he didn't get essentially the reward for putting in his life for this whole thing. Like he basically risked a lot to get here, and to kind of take that away, I think that's something that they could have done if they had more time to talk about kind of the to kind of give
Right.
more of a meta commentary
Yeah.
on Joe and what he meant to everyone, rather than
Exactly.
just show it for a good like 2 to 3 minutes, which I think is it's a smoother way to do things.
Well,
So
and one of the other things
like
that I
it.
thought was really cool about how they did this here, remember how we mentioned at the beginning that Joe, as far as characters go, has not gotten that much development and focus
Not
over the course
really.
of the show.
Yeah.
He's been there, and it's been great and all that stuff, but we were thinking that he might need to get some development mid-episode in order to have the conclusion.
Right.
What they did here was a clever way of kind of working around that, by focusing on the aspect of Joe as this legend that just came in,
Right.
7 wins, no losses, no gear.
Yeah.
Just wins the championship by KO. That's what they're building him up as. Just this gearless Joe.
yeah,
right.
just anyone.
Yeah. Just this nobody,
Yeah.
right? That suddenly comes out of nowhere and does all this, literally out of nowhere, and does
yeah.
all this crazy stuff, and the effect that has on people.
Right.
People like Yuri, Nanbu,
Aragaki,
Aragaki,
Shirato,
Sachio,
both Mikio and Yukiko.
Yeah.
So this whole thing was not really supposed to be named Gearless Joe. Like, this show is called Megalo Box for a reason. Like, you could call it basically I'm not thinking about branding or anything like that. I'm talking about the reason why this show used Gearless Joe, basically this myth, this legend, as a vehicle to tell a story about the world, basically the people surrounding them.
Yeah.
And I think that's a risky move. I think that generally it's safer to go on making that focus character really engaging.
Right. That's why it's done more often.
Yeah,
But
and Megalobox
what they did here
had
was
just
great.
really good presentation, and a lot of the better moments in terms of character stuff came from characters like Aragaki
Exactly.
and Nanbu
And Sachio.
but and then a little bit of Yuri at the end. But by choosing to say, like, okay, we get it, we can't give Gearless Joe a proper arc. Instead, what we're going to say is, this is the kind of character who's now ready to start an arc. He's ready to kind of start living, if you will. He's ready to make his own choices. He's ready to go out and, test the horizon. He's not got his death wish. He doesn't have his, I need to throw myself into the fray to feel alive.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of, I think, really subtle things that might not have been developed enough to even say that they really exist. But I think if you want to look for a little bit of depth in Joe, you can find it.
Oh yeah. I like the ending that they gave feels like the ending of, all the characters basically finding what they really needed, not necessarily what they wanted.
Or finding out really who they are.
Yeah, exactly. And coming to terms with all that stuff. And like you said, it is very subtle, so it's one of those things of, like, how much weight do you give it to the story as a whole,
versus what is actually shown,
right? Versus what is actually shown.
Yeah.
But those again, the devil's in the details, though, and both good and bad. So that's one of the big things that I feel makes this ending work as well as it does. When, if you think about the idea of an ending like this, it could have gone very badly.
Yeah, I think concept-wise, this is a dangerous way to end a show that's built on a lot of dramatic presentation, and then to scale it back and make this a much more wholesome, personal.
Yeah, like I was
kind of end it.
I was kind of wondering. I almost said this in the pre-episode, discussion of whether they were going to basically do the reverse of what they had been doing in the previous fights for Megalonia and stuff, where they're all, like, incredibly hype and all that stuff, and do the reverse, right? And I was like, no, they're not going to do that. It's going to be, hype as, you can imagine.
Sure.
And it was, in a lot of ways, it was very hype.
Right.
But at the same time, it was very calm.
Yeah.
Quiet. Like, if you think about the music, they had those good, beats in the background and everything, but they never went into one of those songs where you're just like, oh my gosh, Megalobox, stop showing off. We know that you can make amazing music. They did the ones that you would almost not notice. Like, you'd notice if it was in another show, but for Megalobox, it's like, yeah, this is just sort of what you expect. And then
if anything, they brought out Joe's theme in a couple specific moments that was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I did notice, and this is a minor critique, I did notice that the way the fight was structured seemed to be at the cost of saving on animation a little bit. There were some clever camera decisions. There was some repetitions of, you know, just animation on repeat. There was some cycled stuff from previous things. And I was just like, okay, I think that we might have another story going on behind the scenes that's not really aware to us.
Well, there's also the idea that they very much sometimes bend over backwards even to make this show look like it came out a long time ago.
That's true.
You know, to give it that sort of old school feel.
I do think, though, that based on what we've seen thus far, this fight's quality of choreography, except for the moments where Yuri would flourish into a combo, it was pretty average. Just in terms of the actual stuff that we saw. I think that the Aragaki fight and surprisingly the Pepe Yuri fight was probably one of the most like brilliant in terms of animated stuff. Well, yes, that's true as well. It's just in terms of what we saw.
Yeah.
There's that as well. But again, this is a 13 episode show.
Yep.
One of the things that I prefer actually about 13 episode shows is that they don't drag those kinds of things out. And although I could see that the ending fight with Yuri and Joe had some interesting choices in terms of what they showed, the overall end result from when they had that little bit of fading to white and then them coming back in and they're, you know, alone in the match and stuff, and then time unfreezes and stuff, that sequence at the end totally was worth the wait. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, like I feel like this is like Megalobox as a show, not just like this episode, is one of those ones where they basically make a lot of decisions that people would initially kind of balk at and be like, "Is that a good idea?" And they're like, "No, we have an idea of how we're going to make it work." And while like if I was say writing this show, I probably would have done things totally differently. I like how they did this because it's rare that I'll see a story where I'm like, okay, I haven't seen that done before.
Right.
You know, and even with something where it's 13 episode tournament arc show, right? Like you'd expect that something like that, you'd kind of know what happens, right? And then it's all about them just executing on it well or whatever.
Right, sure.
But they didn't do that. They did something different.
Yeah, I think
a lot of things different.
They went for a different concept, and if anything, I really do feel like that this episode was not a Joe Yuri episode. I think this episode was more so kind of a Nanbu Joe episode. I feel like because the show started with Joe and Nanbu, they decided like not to focus much at all on Yuri, and they made it more so of a let's kind of lightly touch upon everyone.
Right.
But then when it came down to the big moments in the episode, like Nanbu reminding him who he is, Nanbu crying through, you know, blind eyes and stuff, Joe kind of realizing a little bit more of kind of what he wants out of life and how this fight kind of made him more aware of that, bringing things to tie in from the bit of him, you know, kind of rapidly approaching the cliffside and stopping in the last second, but then maybe getting to stop, look around and being like, you know, this is actually pretty nice. We don't need to live life on the edge.
Right. Yeah.
We can enjoy this. And I think that's something where Nanbu, I think if I go back and rewatch some of the previous, not the previous, like some of the prior, like the premiere episodes, I think there are a couple bits right there where Nanbu is kind of in that moment of trying to be like, hey, you need to be, you know, taking it easy and, you know, like stick with me, kid, and, you know, we'll get the money and stuff. But I'm trying to remember if there was a moment, might have been the mechanic guy who said it, but I was talking about, and they brought it up in this episode of him talking about you know, what the power of belief in yourself does. But I want to see if there was anything Nanbu might have accidentally slipped in there, because I feel like there was something that was communicated regarding Joe's, not freedom, but like Joe, like what does Joe choose? Okay. And I want to go back and see if there is something like that, but
nice.
I don't think it's really that obvious, so it's probably not something I would tack on as being a definite aspect of the
Gotcha.
full journey of Megalobox.
Possibly my favorite part from this episode, and I'm not sure why. Like I get why,
Scratching Team Nowhere and the
okay, that was great. Sachio just had amazing moments. It is a Sachio moment. It's the one with the water bottle.
Oh yeah,
like
that was
I
really
loved
good.
that. I loved that. That
Yeah.
was just, yeah. I'm not exactly sure why. Like, because it's a very simple moment, and yes, there's incredible power in simplicity. But like, even when I think about what he said, that's nothing that I wouldn't necessarily have expected. You know, the whole idea of like, oh no, it's because we respect you as, you know, as a rival and all that stuff, and I just want to make sure that there's no lame excuses when he, you know, kicks your ass, right? Like, yeah, that's all stuff that I would expect him to say in that sort of situation.
Right.
So I'm not sure why it
Resonates with you.
yeah,
the
why it
most?
resonated with me so much. I don't know.
The big thing I think with me was when I saw Yuri and Joe talking, and Yuri's in the wheelchair, and I was like,
Yeah, that was
gotcha.
that was
Gotcha.
that was
Because-
great.
Because I love the moment when he took off the Shirato tag from his jersey or his overcoat,
Cloak,
whatever
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But when they were talking and stuff, you realized that what they were both kind of looking for was kind of something to, I think, grab them and give them like that dream, that passion, that thing again to just kind of, you know, a
Yeah.
reason to just kind of go on and be excited about kind of what life has to offer. And I feel like Yuri's was Joe, but Joe's was basically that he didn't maybe feel like he had much kind of choice.
Right.
Or maybe he didn't have much belief in his capacity to make a really good choice, because he seems like kind of a junker, kind of just done
Sure.
whatever and looks good in front of him. Kind of a, you know, a hound dog just attacking the nearest piece of meat. And now he's at a position in life where he won that.
Yep.
And now
Now it's blue skies and, you know, distant horizons.
whatever comes next.
Yeah.
It feels kind of like a thing of an identity thing, and I think that's why I think the Nanbu Joe aspect of it is really the core of the episode. Was Nanbu asking Joe, "Who are you? Did you forget what your name was?" Basically saying that Joe chose his name because it wasn't supposed to be like, "Oh, now you're gonna reveal to the audience what your real name is,"
Right, or
it's
say like, no, remember, you're a junk dog. Arr.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it
but-
wasn't anything like that.
Yeah, but it's just saying like, your name is the name you chose. Your name is the name that basically you will now have, you know,
Right.
everyone talking about from here on out. Like,
Yeah, they
like,
have been.
Do you
like-
realize what you've done? Like, you did it.
Yep.
This
Right.
is already won.
Right, it's the idea that it could be him just saying, like trying to, like, you know, give him
Yes,
a pep
yes.
rally of,
Pep
you're
rally
the
talk."
greatest, you know, boxer in the world, you know.
yeah.
It's like, or is it him saying, no, do you realize this? This name that you chose, you know, you made up and stuff. That's the name they're shouting out there.
Yeah.
You
Like
are the
this-
greatest boxer in the world.
Right.
You
This
know.
is you. And then for Joe to then say at the end of it, I didn't do this alone. Like, it was all of them. And when he says all of them, it's kept vague enough to where it doesn't really matter who specifically is included in that.
Exactly.
Because then when you come and see them in the group, you know, having the little celebration and stuff, you realize that he could literally just be talking about all of them.
Yep.
He could talk about his opponents in the ring as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, Aragaki and Yuri were there.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, we don't have Burrows there, but like, but that
He couldn't make the flight, you know. Yeah. Internationally, it takes a while.
For sure.
It was short notice.
But the fact that even like Yukiko came to just briefly say hi and left and stuff, it's like, no, this is everyone. And I think that's a little bit meta to bring it up and saying that like we don't need to have just a one character show. We can have all of them be the thing that makes the show special.
Right. Exactly.
A little meta, a little bit risky for a finale, but overall,
They pulled it off.
I would say it's pretty good. The highest points in Megalobox still is the Aragaki episodes.
Yeah, I mean
those really couldn't be beaten. Like once we saw that, we're like, wow, Megalobox peaked. That was really strong.
But okay, one thing I have to
there
say.
was some other really good stuff as well. Yeah.
I mentioned before that one of the things I really wanted to see was Yuri with scars.
Oh, well,
right?
yeah, we saw it.
And we saw that in the fight. Like I was
looked
really worried that for the
looked
final fight they were
really
just gonna have him
good.
fighting in bandages. That would have been
Oh, no.
That would have been such like
No,
a
that wouldn't be
buzzkill.
legal for the match and stuff. It's like stuff that's just gonna fly off and
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, what's it
That's a
gonna
good
do?
point.
Like-
That's a good point. But yeah, you're about to just unload a bunch of punishment onto him anyways, so
oh my
yeah.
gosh.
But like that was such a cool look, and the way they made it look almost like animals, like in his skin, you know, like it was
yeah, like it
pretty
looked
great.
like he had like a burned dragon like onto
Mm-hmm.
his, you know.
Yep.
or-
And
or
that
it was
shot,
like, ugh.
that shot where they showed him, like, okay, there were a lot of shots where they showed him just like, you know, resting on the lines, but the one, the latest one where his scars are like they are red. Like I wouldn't have been surprised if they basically made it so that the scars themselves were bleeding. Like
I think they were.
like
They were.
Sure, yeah,
Pretty
probably.
sure they were.
Yeah,
Like around his arms and stuff.
yeah, because
Yeah, there was a lot of blood flying off.
There was a
towards the
lot
end
of blood flying off towards the end when he punched Joe, and it flew off in ways that
Yep.
you wouldn't expect it to fly
Yep.
off from Joe from a punch. So yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, guys, this is a fun show. Really surprisingly just gripping for
Yeah.
being such a short show. And yeah,
Calm.
we've watched our first boxing anime now.
That's true.
Notch on the belt right there. And hey guys, like this show is over, but we've got another show in the
Yes.
works for you guys.
We
so,
do indeed.
we thanks to our patrons on a poll,
Yep.
they voted in a newer show
Mm-hmm.
called Violet Evergarden.
Yes.
And
yes.
this show will be replacing the Friday slot for Megalobox,
Yep.
which means that if you check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and you get on early access, you can watch the first episode of Violet Evergarden right now. And if you want to watch full-length reactions of Megalobox or Violet Evergarden, oh wait, no, hold on, we don't have full-length reactions for Megalobox because we have to do this whole thing
Yeah.
with the timer and
Right.
stuff. But yeah, if you're interested in full-length reactions in general, check that out. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about Megalobox, what we thought about it,
Yep.
other shows, stories, or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all next time.